think the rhetoric will calm down, but Professor Lee made the point, the issues remain the same, and I don't think they're going to change. I think the Biden administration's response will be calmer and more carefully considered and more strategic, but it will be forceful. There's a long history of China testing new presidents with various things, ships sailing too close together and incidents like that to see what we'll do. So I'm not overly alarmed when that happens, but I think the American response will be no less forceful than previous presidents.
What kind of response do you expect from America next to these military maneuvers?
Well, I'm a trade person, so I think in terms of trade responses, not military responses. And I think that what we've learned from Trump is that tariffs don't work very well. But then again, they're a popular tool. And in this case, we have them in place with China. I don't think they're going to go away anytime soon. The president's been clear that his primary priority is dealing with the pandemic and restarting our economy. If you look at his initial executive orders, the first 3 days of his term, which there were more than 30, none of them had anything to do with trade. So I don't think trade issues are at the top of his list. Therefore, I think the measures that Trump took with respect to China are going to last for a while. But it's inevitable. The two leaders will meet. There will be a discussion. They'll set up some framework for further high-level talks, and then we'll see what happens.
Even if the tariffs, a very blunt tool, did not achieve their objective and in many cases actually ended up hurting US companies, they are good leverage, aren't they? How might the Biden administration use that leverage, and with what exactly?
Well, I think the president, because he's well aware, as you said, of the damage they've caused people here, I think he would like to have them go away. But, the whole essence of trade negotiations is that there's no free lunch and you don't give away things you put in place for nothing. So there will have to be a negotiation. And I think the Americans will expect some concessions from the Chinese. And we'll see what happens. Is there any low-hanging fruit left after phase one of the China deal? Yeah, there's probably a few things that can be done. And I think that if the Chinese are prepared to take some additional actions at our request, then I think that would set out a path to phase out the tariffs. But they're not just going to go away of their own accord.